So I thought I'd give a state of the farm today. With this year, it's pretty much just myself and then whatever my father can do to help. And so let's take a walk around and see how things are going. So these are late nectarines. They should be ready in late August, around the time of the Gala apples. They're coming along. We do have some issues with mildew this year. It's always challenges you have to work out every year. But we should have the twig borer under control. We've started thinning the Galas. I'm behind schedule on that. It's I'm the only one that can do it this year, so it's going to take me a while. But we'll get through it as best we can, as quick as we can. Luckily, it's a rather lighter year as far as the set goes, so hopefully it should mean less thinning. You see the apples in the ground here. And if we don't thin them off, we'll end up with all really tiny apples, and nobody wants to buy little tiny apples. You know it's cherry season when the rain starts to come. For those of you that don't know, rain causes mildew issues and can cause splitting of cherries when they're close to ripening, and it's too much rain is really not good, and lots of farmers get a lot of sleepless nights over that. Here's how the cherries are coming along. We're going to have some small stuff, but most of it's should be pretty good size, simply because we pruned so hard over the fall and winter that we didn't get caught with too many cherries in most cases. So we should get nice size. Because this year it was a really big set, and if we wouldn't have done that, it could have been much, much worse. As you can see, these are still pretty light. They will get to a nice, really dark red, and they'll pick them. We measure the sugars in them in bricks, and you kind of want a minimum of about 16 bricks before you pick them. Ideally a little bit more than that. But you can see, with all the rains, the ground was pretty moist here. So I sprayed a mineral oil on these, and we do it a few times to try and ward off some of the mildew issues that can come up, and also to any kind of fungal issues and stuff like that. Try to take care of that as much as possible. So today's date is June 15th, which means that these things should have another month to ripen up in size and get their color. As you can see, birds have already started to take a chunk of them. We still need to get to thinning all the other apples, so the large galas, the medium-sized gala trees, and then the Spartans and the ambrosias. Here we have the ambrosias. As you can see, they are definitely heavily set and not thinned yet. Have to take quite a few of these apples off in order to get the size required for sale. And as for Spartans, well, they're just not worth that much. So, they're basically bottom on the list as far as priority that we're going to get to them. Because I say we, but it's going to be mostly me. That being said, the spray thin that I put on earlier seemed to work quite well. So even on this tree that's quite heavy, you can see that the apples are spaced out pretty well. And all we've got is bagger sales for this. I mean, that's the primary market. So the size of apple this is going to produce would be which should work out okay. So I probably won't do a whole lot to these. So there you pretty much have it. That's where we're at right now. The cherries are the next thing to harvest, so we got a month to go with them. Try and get as much of the thinning done as we can before that happens. And that's going to be a special time. Lots of picking, lots of working, and it's going to be cherry times is pretty special little time. So catch you later. Strawberries. These are just for our personal eating. but boy, are they ever nice to have.
See you later, folks.